to join us here at the General Assembly as we continue the conversation about Racial Justice Act here in the state of North Carolina and proposed legislation to put forth to repeal that work. It is sad that we are still having this conversation here in 2012, and it's obviously race still plays a part in many areas of life, jobs, where we live, education, but in the courtroom, we were told the Lady Justice was blind, but I believe that sometimes she peeks from under the blindfold just to see who is being tried in court. The Michigan study of jury selection found significant evidence that North Carolina prosecutors still select jurors in a race-based manner. Prosecutors use other things to remove qualified Afro-American jurors from being on the jury pool. Of 159 inmates now on death row in North Carolina, 31 were sentenced by all white jurors, and 38 had only one minority on the sentencing jurors. North Carolina Racial Justice Act allows capital defendants to challenge the death sentence if they successfully prove that race was a significant factor in decisions to seek or impose the death penalty at the time of their trial. They are not released from prison as many think. Life in prison is a death sentence. In the same study, capital charges and sentences found that those who kill whites are more likely to get death penalties than those who kill blacks. The study also found that defendants is 2.6 times more likely to get the death penalty if the victim is white. 4 North Carolina death row prisoners have now had their sentences changed to life in prison without parole under the Racial Justice Act, and a judge determined that race played a part in their sentencing. So we come today, I come with my fellow colleagues, I'm a minister also, and it's a fairness issue. It's all about fairness. We need to keep reminding the public that nobody's being released from prison. This is just a chance for them to prove that their sentence and race was a factor, and that's sad in America even today that we're still having this challenge here in North Carolina. So I'm glad to have my colleagues in the ministry to come and share with us today. Thank you, first of all, for taking time to be here on certain important matters. And as we assemble, we want to remember Representative Larry Womble, who was a champion in this legislation. We understand that he's in intensive care in the Winston-Salem area. He was a champion who really fought tooth and nail for this legislation. So we want to remember him today. And this time we will turn it over to the presiding officer.